Hi, Google Tag Manager fans out there. So, welcome to this introductory lecture about Google Tag Manager, or what we call GTM in the short form. So, in this lecture, we would basically be giving you an introduction about what is Google Tag Manager and why Google Tag Manager is necessary. So, we will be discussing the basics of Google Tag Manager, like tags, triggers, variables, and we would be going a little bit into depth as to why installing a Google Tag Manager onto your website, the container tag onto your website, that is necessary. So first of all, what is Google Tag Manager? So Google Tag Manager, or GTM for short, is a tag management system. Now there are other tag management system as well, but the Google Tag Manager has become one of the most popular tag management system. So Google Tag Manager is a tag management system that allows you to manage and deploy multiple marketing tags in your website or on your mobile app without having to modify the code. So instead of adding multiple hard coded tags onto your website, you can add one static container tag onto your website. Now, what are basically these tags? These are basically snippets of codes or tracking pixels, which we will be discussing more in the later part of this section. Now, I also mentioned a container tag. So container is basically a collection of tags, triggers, variables, and related configuration installed on a given website or mobile app. So let's imagine on your website, you need to install a Google Analytics tag in order to track the behavior, the post-click behavior of your users. What are their time that they're spending on the site? What is the bounce rate? What is the number of sessions, the number of page views, etc. Then you want to install the Google Ads remarketing tag onto your website. You want to install the Google Ads conversion tracking tag on your website. You want to install the Facebook pixel tag onto your website. You want to install the Twitter pixel tag onto your website. You want to install a CRM, let's say like HubSpot tag onto your website. You want to install lead forensics tag onto your website to know which companies are visiting your website, how much time they are spending on their website, what source and medium that they are coming from. You want to install Hotjar tag onto your website, which will basically give you heat maps about your website pages, the recordings, the flow of the visitors onto your website pages. So in order to install all of these tags, if you're not using Google Tag Manager, you probably have to go to your developer again and again and ask him to hard code all of these tags onto your website. Now, if you're using Google Tag Manager, you don't have to go to your developer. You just have to install one container tag onto your website, and all other tags, whether it is Google Analytics tag, Google Ads remarketing tag, Google Ads conversion tracking tag, Facebook pixel tag, Twitter pixel tag, HubSpot tag, lead forensics tag, crazy egg tag, or Hotjar tag, or ad rolls tag, or any other tag, then you can install it directly through Google Tag Manager. So basically, it's a marketer's tool that you don't have to be dependent upon your developers, and if you don't have a coding knowledge, then it's a great tool for marketers to deploy tags onto your website without being dependent upon your developer. Now, what are the benefits of Google Tag Manager? So as I mentioned, it allows you to add multiple tags from any vendor or third-party system. So any amount of tags, number of tags you can add. You can add, as I said, Hotjar, Crazy Egg, Google Analytics, Google Ads remarketing, Google Ads conversion tracking, Facebook Pixel, Twitter Pixel. So all these third-party tags you can add through Google Tag Manager, and they would be stored in one place. So since they would be firing sequentially, or there would be an order of priority, so this would help your website to load faster in comparison to if all of these tags were hard coded into your website. Also, you can easily update those tags, add those tags, remove new tags without ever going into your website code or taking the help of your developer. Also, you have flexibility to play around and test out almost anything you want. It works with non-Google products as well. And the biggest benefit is that Google Tag Manager has a preview and debug mode, so you can see what's working and what's not before you make anything live. It shows you what tags are firing on the page. So if you go into a preview mode into your Google Tag Manager and load your website within the same browser, you would see all those tags that are there on your website. So you would be seeing that Google Analytics tag got fired, the scroll tracking tag got fired, the custom event engagement tag got fired. Then the tags which didn't got fired but which are on this page, like a YouTube tag, the contact us button tag, the element visibility tag, the apply today event tracking tag on the, let's say, on the carriers page. We would be installing all of these tags through Google Tag Manager in the later part of this course. But the biggest benefit that I'm on trying to show you is that you can visualize all your tags in one place. And because of this feature of debug and preview mode, you can see what tag are working on your website and what tags are not working on your website, and you can check those tags before making them live. Now, there are three main parts to Google Tag Manager. The first is the tags, second is the triggers, and third is the variables. So tags are basically the snippets of JavaScript or tracking pixels. Triggers basically tells Google Tag Manager when to fire a tag or how to fire a tag. And variables are additional information Google Tag Manager may need for the tag and trigger to work. Now, what are tags? As I mentioned, tags are snippets of codes or tracking pixels from third-party tools. So these tags tells Google Tag Manager what to do. So within Google Tag Manager, the example of tags could be like Google Analytics Universal Analytics tag, Google Ads Conversion Tracking tag, Google Ads Remarketing tag, Google Optimize tag, Google Hotjar tag. So you can install all of these tags through Google Tag Manager. Now, what are triggers? Triggers are the way to fire the tag that you set up. So they tell Google Tag Manager when to do what you want it to do. So it basically wants that the triggers would basically be telling Google Tag Manager when to fire a particular tag, whether it's on page view or whether it's on a particular link click, or is it custom. So the examples of triggers in Google Tag Manager could be like if somebody has clicked on a particular element or visited a particular page, and then a tag would fire. Then what are variables? So variables are additional information that Google Tag Manager may need for your tag and trigger to work. So some examples of different variables. So these are built-in variables which are already there in Google Tag Manager. For clicks, like click classes, click element. Then there are other user defined variables also you can create. Now we would be studying more about these tags, more about these variables, more about these triggers as we move down later into the course. So this is just a basic definition, or you can say a basic introductory idea about what tags, triggers, and variables are. So if in case like you are feeling a little bit anxious, I would say that we would be studying a lot or more about these tag, triggers, and variables later in the course, so that it will become clear to you as you go down in the course. So this was basically an introductory part about what is Google Tag Manager, why Google Tag Manager is essential, giving an introduction about tags, triggers, and variables. So in the next part, we would be basically be setting up on our journey to the practical part of Google Tag Manager. And in the first part of that journey, we would basically be setting up the Google Tag Manager account and launching that. So I'll see you there. Thanks so much.